Right, what is up, worldwide family? Welcome back to the channel, Jimmy Flippin' Disc. Thank you so much for joining me. I know I got a seatbelt back here somewhere. What is going on? I hope y'all are doing good. I hope sales are just chiming off the hook. I'm on my way to the shippers, everybody. I got the trifecta going here. The post office, the FedEx, the UPS, the whatevers. We're doing it all today, apparently, and this is actually my second trip. It's not like it was filled to the brim or anything last time. I'm not saying that, but I did have a full tote, a nice size 27-gallon tote full of stuff, and I had something to do this morning, so I went ahead and dropped that off. Then I came back and finished my packages. Another almost a dozen more going out. I did miss my one place, so I got to go to the hubs. So it is what it is. I am happy that they're leaving out. Matter of fact, yesterday, guys, I had, and this isn't a lot of money for, in the grand scheme of things. I'm not like flexing. I'm grateful that I sold almost right at $1,000 yesterday alone. So that's a big deal for me. If you times 1,000 times 365 days a year, that is, I'm not good at the math on 1,000 times 365, but I think it's more money than what I'm currently making on average. So I'm so happy to have days like that. It is not my record day, but it's getting close. So it was a nice, solid day. Plus, you had the weekend in with it too, which I didn't do too bad on Saturday as well. So overall, business is nice considering I haven't really put a whole lot of new inventory in. I've been kind of moving marketplaces and updating listings and stuff like that. I do have, for those that watch the last one before last about Amazon, there is more news in that. To catch everybody up that didn't see, I had some issues with my original Amazon account, the two-step verification. I had switched phones and it did not take the update with my new telephone number. So when I went in to change some stuff within my Amazon portfolio, my Amazon account, it asked for two-step verification going back to my old telephone number, which I didn't have, and seller support. The case has been open right at a week as of yesterday, and not only were they not of much help, they said they weren't going to help, and furthermore that my account was now not only not activated but deactivated. No help, no nothing, even though I could still access things. So I was a little confused, but they told me my account was deactivated since I changed telephone numbers, since I no longer had that telephone number, right? But car sounded a little funny. That's another story. But at any rate, the account was still open. I was still able to do things in it, so I knew something was awry. I even set up another account successfully, so I do have two accounts at the moment because I couldn't verify the first one. Long story short, as things progressed yesterday, I went in on my old Amazon account to adjust inventory on that because I had sold it on other marketplaces, right? Delist that stuff or adjust the on-hands, that kind of deal, yesterday. And it asked me at that point, normally I can do that, even through all of this, normally I can do that. And I went in yesterday last night to adjust on-hands, and it asked me for two-party authentication. And I went, oh, crud. But right before that, I clicked off of a message across the top without reading it, and right as I clicked off, I was like, wait a minute, what did that say? Because it says you can now, and then I got rid of it without looking. It wasn't what I was looking for, so I was like, X, right? I think we've all done that. Nevertheless, it asked me for two-party authentication. I said, well, I'm dead in the water, because it's going back to my old telephone number, yada, yada, yada. But now, for once, and it says, as I read it again, it says you need to enable two-party authentication. Wait a minute, enable? It's already enabled. That's my issue. And I looked at the ways to enable it are through my telephone number that I don't have anymore, which I've mentioned that. But also now, as of yesterday, I could authenticate it through my email. And I do need to turn it on. But I did try to put my new telephone number into it, and it says if you do that, the other account's dead, as far as the two-party authentication. And I like the idea of having two accounts, in all honesty. I mean, there's some win-win there. For resellers, we understand how accounts can get in trouble and they can deactivate us, right? So I have two. So I need to come up with, I'm going to hit some family members up for a different telephone. They would have hit me last month. I had multiple telephones, but I condensed them into one. I'm saving money that way. I tried Verizon. Don't ever try Verizon. Oh my God, especially if you live in my area. And the customer service was absolutely horrible. When I tried to call them, to contact them, to turn off my service, ask about questions with my bill and turn off my service, it literally took me 45 minutes to get to a person. Not only that, it took 4 different telephone calls to finally get my account closed. Each time they'd say, oh, it's closed, and then I would get new mail or something post-dated after I had talked to them. It's a nightmare, guys. Don't do yourself a favor. Stay away from Verizon. Oh my God. Not to mention reception in my area, at least, is horrible, which you would think it wouldn't be. I thought they'd be fine. I was excited about their new home internet deal that they got going. I never even took that thing out of the box with the reception on the telephone. So horrible. But yeah, nice sales going out today. Almost $1,000. I am 6 figures a year in revenue. But $1,000 times 365 is more than I'm making now. So if I could get that to be an average day, that would be a step up from where I am, right? And that's revenue. That's not profit. There's some profit in there though. But I am currently, as soon as I get done with sending it to the trifecta of shippers, which I wish they would pick up at the house, I am on my way down into the Dallas area. It's much later than what I wanted. I wanted to go shopping today. I did find a deal, a steal on Facebook Marketplace. It's actually, the guy is giving them away. It's some old junk that he can't seem to find anybody at the local level that's even interested in giving them $10 for. So he had them up for free, and the stuff does sell on eBay. And that's the beauty of selling nationally rather than just your local stuff. You do have to deal with the digital financial trail. You do have to deal with the shipping it, making sure it's safe and secure, and all of that stuff, and commissions and all of that. But nevertheless, I can move the product that he can't move. So I'm happy to go get it. Once I get it, I'll do a little show and tell because I think they're cool. Anything vintage is nice and it's one of those things that directly doesn't affect me and you as far as competition, unless it's just crazy, and you don't see these things all the time. I'll show those to you, and I think they're cool. I like them. I like when I see things like this. But nevertheless, going there to pick that up, I wanted to hit a whole bunch of stores. For those that don't know, I am predominantly new retail. However, it's much later than what I wanted because of the side gig and because of all the packages leaving out today. However, I did score at my one of the local stores today, which was phenomenal, to the tune of, as far as unrealized profit, probably $500 or $600 worth so far today. The stuff that I'm going to pick up in Dallas that's already confirmed, unless something goes wrong, it's probably another $300 in profit. So as far as sourcing today, it's not horrible. It's not a home run yet, but hopefully this store had some specials going. Maybe some stores down the road will. It look like, if these things were slots, it looks like the slots aren't quite loose yet, but I do see 20 and 30 and sometimes, depending on which stores, 50% off. So it's right there on the break of where I can capitalize, right? And retail's definitely not for everybody. Matter of fact, I wouldn't recommend it for most people, but it works for me. I like it. There are some things that make it easier, right? Everybody's got their thing. This one's mine. So, y'all do it if you want to. Most people don't like it though. I am pulling into the first store, or first carrier, so I will be right back after these. Good bless, it's flooded. Holy cow. I've never seen it when it rains. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow, bro. That was like up to bottom of the door. I'll be right back. Right, UPS is absolutely flooded. Oh my goodness. Hopefully I don't stall out trying to leave here. Tell you what, we'll stay on dry ground till we're ready to make a run for it. Goodness, I hadn't seen this before. They need to let the water out. Holy cow! Can y'all see it? No, you can't see it. That is crazy. All right, crazy, huh? Now I wasn't thinking, and I think it really should work out. But I got two of them done, UPS and FedEx. And I do not like running these out. I like the one-stop shop. Just throw them all at one person and be done. And I like it when they pick them all up. But the schedule here lately hasn't quite cooperated for that. But I did the ones that stayed open the longest first. Meanwhile, I got 15 minutes to make it to the local post office. So hopefully should work. So but yeah, crazy on the flooded UPS. I have gotten the ability, haven't done it yet, but the ability to get back into my original Amazon account. I do believe the second one is a safeguard. I really do, so y'all don't tell nobody. But nevertheless, let's see, anything else? Sales have been good. I found good stuff at the first store. Hopefully I do well this evening. I'll show you that other stuff. That's about it, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.